No, what was I saying?
I don't know. We're going to you went to Japan. Let's talk about Japan because you went to Japan and you've been gone to Japan.
No, we were talking about why Jorvik Underground has been absent from the Spread Eagle.
Oh, we have, yeah.
The reason was that Northern Chaos all day. Although
was that the one that was too loud?
Yes. Well, it transpired that it was one of several that had been too loud.
The decibel that broke the council's ears.
Yeah, we hadn't been informed that the previous gigs had been too loud, but it turns out that he'd been getting complaints for a while, and he kind of not mentioned it. But like you say,
I don't know how much that's bullshit. But no, they definitely did talk about it because Glenn fucking works there, and he was sticking up for us at staff meetings.
Yeah,
and he was saying that Glenn was saying, well, they were here first. You built a hotel next to the Spread Eagle.
so I didn't realise Glenn was our inside man.
Yeah, he is.
In
he's
the
the
hotel.
man
Well, there he is. Yeah.
He may not be coming to the gig, so he's fucking working, but he's sticking up for us. Although he does come to some of the gigs because he starts work after we finish. Basically, when he doesn't come to the gigs because he's got work, he just can't be bothered because he's got to go to work afterwards, and he doesn't want to drink. Well, he does want to drink. That's the problem.
But yeah, no noise complaints. So we were booted out for a while, and then Nick got back in touch with me in November, saying that he wanted to restart Spread Eagle Assault.
I wonder what that was all about.
I'm the image in my head is that he made a scene and chopped someone's fingers off or something. I don't know, but
in the movie, that's
in the
what
movie version,
but in reality, I could probably see it.
He'll be portrayed by Mr. Al Pacino.
He probably got a thing from the council some carrier pigeon from the council going fucking start making so much noise, and he went, "It's the metal people. It's not us. It's those pesky punks and metallic nomads."
We kind of agreed to take the New Year, Christmas and New Year off.
I was kind of looking forward to the new birth of like where we'd go next.
But you're not gonna find. There aren't many places. I don't think there's anywhere in York that'll.
Yeah, but technically the Spread Eagle's shit.
Is Nick gonna hear this?
He's not gonna listen to our fucking YouTube cast. And even if he did, he ain't gonna give a fuck. No. Your pub, if you're listening, your fucking pub is a stupid shape. If you could rebuild it so there's not pillars in the way of everything, that'd be cool.
At least the kitchen's shut now.
Can we put the stage in the kitchen?
We can't put a stage in the kitchen, but at least we've got a legitimate backstage area now.
I heard. I don't know how to say that shit. Some fucking lass was. One of the bar some of the bar staff were knobbing in the kitchen, and they got busted knobbing in the kitchen. So that's one of the reasons that they got fucking sacked.
I didn't know this, but it's all happening.
Yeah.
I like the way you cupped your hand,
your
mouth then as
if... Well, fuck it, you know.
No, I didn't know that, but that's classic Spread Eagle, isn't it?
Classic Spread Eagle is a fucking really nice Jamaican street food.
That's vintage Spread Eagle.
Vintage Spread Eagle, not classic
old school Spread Eagle.
Shit on your drinks. Good burgers, shit on your drinks.
Good chips as well.
Yeah, you like the chips.
Good chips. He's gone as well.
They're alright chips. I prefer fries, but as far as box standard chips go, they were good.
I didn't have you down as a fry person.
No, you see, I like roast potatoes or fucking fries. I can't be doing with the fucking pub chain in between neither or.
So I imagine for you...
Chip shop chips, that's what I'd go for optimally.
Well, what I was going to say was I imagine that Gibson's chunky chips
they're practically
nightmare.
Fucking roast potatoes.
Yeah.
And also, the home of us before we were York Underground.
Yeah,
the unnamed days.
The Gibson's days.
No, yeah, they're not even the oldest school. So also fucking... I thought we could do the history of fucking... what stereo?
Well, it was Cert 18.
Cert 18? Oh, fucking hell, go about that. Did you play under Cert 18?
I can't remember. Maybe once.
I know The Hazard played the last ever gig that was there as Cert 18. We supported a Sex Pistols cover band, which was retarded. But Dickie put his cymbal through the power supply and like blew all the fucking fuses. Because he was drumming and knocked his cymbal. But he did that. He did that the practice before. We had a practice for the gig, and Dickie put his cymbal through the fucking power supply of the practice place.
How's that physically possible?
I don't know, but Dickie seemed to manage it. But you'd think he'd put the leg sticking out away from the hitting, so it like doesn't fall over. But yeah, he did that, and then like he did the same thing at Cert 18.
I'm assuming that's not why Cert 18 closed.
It'd be good if it was. But no, this fucking, I think he probably tripped the fucking switch, didn't it? And then they flicked it back on. Because we finished the gig. But yeah, shit, he has a gig.
I don't think I ever saw the Hazard.
Yeah, he didn't miss anything.
I remember my first Vexed gig was when you played Fibbers.
What the fuck was that?
You played old Fibbers when it was when it was where Nevermind is now. And before they changed, so I'm talking old Fibbers before they changed.
Who were we supporting?
No idea.
Were they any good?
I can't remember.
Old Fibbers. That shit got, Nevermind's gone.
I didn't know Nevermind was.
Nevermind's gone now. It's fucking they didn't pay the rent.
Oh right.
I was thinking it'd be an ideal venue. You could get that and sell tinnies for £2.
Yeah. I mean, I have no money.
Yeah, neither do I. But like, if I had money, I reckon
in a fantasy world, yes, that would be brilliant.
No, it's like a business proposition. Like, how much do you reckon you need to? I was trying to work it out the other day. Like, say £3. £3 a tinny, is that too much? I think that's taken away from the magic of the cheap tinnies.
It is. I think £2. Well,
£2's a good number.
How much did Willow used to charge for tins?
They used to charge £2, and then they started charging £2.50. But before they charged to get in, it was £2. Free to get in, £2, and then all the metalheads, fucking weirdos, and lesbian, gay, bisexual community all rammed into one venue because there's nowhere else to go, and then it suddenly became trendy, and you couldn't get in anymore.
I don't know. I never enjoyed Willow. I'm gonna come out.
You've never enjoyed the Willow, not even once.
Okay, no, never is being a bit.
I quite like the Willow.
Sweeping.
It was what it was.
I remember one really good night. It was Halloween, and I was in Willow with Aaron Yates.
Who was the gatekeeper to get in?
And they were playing. It was Halloween, and they played loads of Halloween.
Actual Halloween.
They
played Halloween?
They played Halloween, and they had... I don't know if it was like a projector. They had the Halloween logo projected onto the wall during one of the songs.
Really?
Yes.
That's pretty cool.
Ask Aaron. It was... I
Is it his responsibility? Not responsibility. Is he responsible for?
I think he might have been mates with the DJ or something.
Yeah.
Probably. But it's the sort of thing I wouldn't believe someone else if they told me it happened, but it definitely did happen.
I was talking to Joe Crocker, the art guy who does our artwork.
Yeah.
I was talking to him, and he's saying that the Willow was meant when you went with Aaron Yates and Aaron Brown. And he said combine them two together, and it was like the ultimate duo of chatting up birds. Because you know how Aaron like systematically works through every single bird in any given
He
place.
used to. I think he's
Well, I know he's got a bird now,
yeah.
but like he used to systematically chat up every single bird in the building, and then combined with Aaron Brown's like duo, because he's a bit of a cad as well.
Fair enough. Fair play to him.
But apparently they were like, "Hi, what the fuck are we even talking about?"
We keep drifting off.
We did. Never mind. Shut down because I didn't pay the rent.
What was it before that? We've explained.
We were at Cert 18. We got as far as Cert 18. No, then we were doing Cert 18, then we realised that there's like a whole world of bullshit before Cert 18. The never-ending quest to have a fucking venue to play. So we got Cert. What was it? Speakeasy.
Cert Speakeasy.
Speakeasy was shit. It was just stereo with a shite PA. It was like Cert, then Cert with a worse PA, and then back. Well, stereo with fucking Andy. So you're going to have one guitar coming through. Pick your favourite guitarist, and that's the one you could hear. Well, not your favourite guitarist.
His favourite.
Yeah, the one that annoyed him the least was Audible. You were always inaudible. Maybe he didn't like you.
My guitar?
Yeah.
But I was the only guitarist in Fortress.
Exactly. See, surely you should have been audible, just
know.
out of default.
I don't know.
Maybe like Darren Morse, who's like, I'll crank the bass.
Maybe. I don't know. I used to when I played Speakeasy with Fortress, it was out of 100-watt combo. So maybe it just wasn't loud enough.
Maybe, but no, it mic'd up. It shouldn't have been an issue.
Oh yeah.
Because the stereo PA was fucking a beast. Sid still has it, so it is theoretically usable.
I bumped into Sid the other day in H&M. No, BHS.
There's a big fucking difference between those two. What the fuck were you doing in BHS?
What was I doing? I was looking for something fairly mundane. I can't remember now. But anyway, he was upstairs in BHS, and yeah, that story.
And you had a pleasantry. Good anecdote.
That story doesn't go anywhere interesting. It was just that I saw him.
You met Sid, the most pleasant sound man you'll ever meet in the world.
I hope he's hearing this.
Yeah. I very much fucking doubt it. There's gonna be us, like probably not even us.
He'll have if you put it on YouTube.
One view from me checking that it's actually uploaded, and then that's a good one.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to listen back to it because
it's a bit vain.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
It's not like I don't like my own speaking voice. I'll listen to Death Mace all day.
I don't think anyone does. I don't think anyone does. You what? You like your Death?
I'd listen to Death Mace all day, but I wouldn't listen to myself talking.
Band.
It has to be, doesn't it? It's got to be someone's.
It should. Your own band should be your favourite band. Or you should, at the very fucking least, you should listen to your band and go, "Yeah, that's fucking cool."
You have to, don't you?
Yeah. Otherwise, you're not doing it right.
Nah.
Yeah.
If you don't want to listen to it, why should you expect anyone else to listen?
Speaking of that, what the fuck's going on with Pamfin? Are they still going?
When did I last? I try not to. Whenever I hang out with Matt or Simon,
you try to avoid talking. I
try not to talk about Pantheon because I know the conversation will eventually get a bit serious.
Get a bit serious. You'll start a bit serious.
Yeah.
You always refer to it as like. Well, I was thinking about you two. You always refer to it as the wall of PR.
It is because you 1 minute you'll be talking to Matt or Simon, and then as soon as you start talking about Pantheon, it's like you're not talking to the person anymore. You're talking to the
PR machine.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking serious metal.
But no, I don't know. I think I don't know. Actually, I genuinely don't know what their current status is. I think
is Andy still drumming?
No.
Oh, Andy's
Andy left sometime last year.
The problem in the York scene is the lack of drummers.
Yeah, the fact that Andy Hayes plays in all the bands.
I always wonder that, like, a lot of my best mates are drummers. I don't know, it's a subconscious endeavour on my part to seek out drummers. But Bilo wasn't a drummer before having it.
You made him a drummer.
He wasn't a drummer when he was 11.
You made him change. You changed him.
He tried to be a lead singer, and it just wasn't feasible. I should get Bilo to do it. Bilo chatting would be quite funny. He'd be very dirty.
Yeah, it'd be the
deviant guest.
What's the word like?
Deviant.
No, I'm talking like if you put it on YouTube, you'd have to have like a sort of parental advisory.
Only if someone fucking flags it. That means someone has to listen to it.
I'll go on and flag
and get offended. I mean, so some dickheads found the Jorvik Underground Youtubecast. And fucking God, this gentleman here is talking about putting things up his own backside, which is prone to do. But anyway, how on it? So who we got? We got as far as stereo. Did you ever play a Speakeasy?
Fortress mostly played Speakeasy.
Oh really?
It was because
how on it? So you must have played gigs at Fortress before I. So Fortress must have played a few gigs before we met, like before I saw Fortress. Because Andy was definitely doing sound.
I can't remember.
Because I remember, because the first time I saw Fortress, you were trying to get that pedal to work, and it didn't work, so Aaron had clean bass. So all the way through Thrash songs, it was a bass tone going boom, 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 boom.
He had, what Aaron had was, like, it was one of those multi-effects pedals.
No, he didn't. I'm sure he didn't have an OB, fucking bass overdrive 3. Oh. Whatever it's called.
Oh, right. Maybe he did. For a long time, Aaron used that red
Oh, I used to have that.
Red plastic multi-effects pedal.
I had that, and there was a built-in effect that you could click to, and it was a reverb and flange, and it was a really subtle flange and loads of reverb. And I thought, oh, well, to get this sound, I need to get a flange pedal. And I bought a flange pedal, plugged it in, and went. I'm like, this was not what I was expecting. So I'd gone from expecting like a sort of like slightly reverb with a tiny sort of like flangey background effect to having. Casualties have that on their first album, on the beginning of one of their songs, and it's literally like, I bought this pedal, listen to this, and they go, oh, we'll use it at the fucking beginning of the song, that'll be well good. Purely fucking flange at the beginning. So like, yeah, did I do that? At some point I've done that. It might have been Horse. Probably was Horse.
I can't remember.
You've never seen Horse properly. You saw the worst Horse. You saw the second.
I saw It's a Horse But It's Little play stereo.
Yeah, we played with you.
Was it with us?
Was it with Fortress? No, was it?
It was what it was.
Tapeworm.
Tapeworm Death.
Yeah.
It was Tapeworm Death. Horse.
It was a fucking catastrophe. I remember like everything going wrong and like not remembering any of the songs.
Who else played that?
Oh, fuck knows.
Did Pantheon play?
That's too good to be true.
I have a feeling.
That's too good to be true.
Wait, I remember. It was headliner Fortress, because it was Fortress's last ever gig.
How many times has that happened?
A few. Then there was Pantheon before Fortress.
That can't be.
Yes, it was, because
Pantheon have never not headlined a small gig.
Pantheon played before Fortress because they let us headline, because it was our last ever gig, supposedly.
Okay.
I've got the flyer at home.
When did Pantheon start?
2006.
We need to create a big fuck off timeline of the York scene. I started trying to work it out with Smell the other day because, like, you know, I was doing 100 days sober.
Yeah.
Well, that was supposed to end today. Today was supposed to be which I'm currently drinking, but
that's just gonna sound like
Let Me Died. Yeah, fuck
yeah.
It'll sound like the drums from Autistic Flare.
Yeah.
Howard, what was that about?
Lemmy.
Yeah, Lemmy died, and I was like 60 something, like 65 something like that days into like sobriety, and I was like, because I'd said, well, I'll start this, but if Lemmy dies, I've still got to go to Smell's house with a bottle of Jack Daniels.
Yeah.
So I was like, I was looking at my phone like before I went to bed, and it was like all the fucking internet saying Lemmy was dead. And I was like, oh fuck, go to bed, dicker. So I text Smell at like 1 a.m, and he'd literally said, I texted him like a minute after one of the Motorhead banger people had messaged him. So like, I was only a few minutes later than I was. I wanted to be the first one to tell him because that would have been like I'd have been in there with the Smell motor obsession level. But anyway, so he was like, yeah, that's all he said. I was like, yeah. I was like, oh, fuck's sake. I went to bed. I tried to ignore it. I was like, well, I'm not fucking broke. It's been a long time. I want to do 100 days sober. It's my mission. And then ignored it. And I went to go see the new Star Wars film with Glenn. And I was stood outside the cinema waiting for Glenn. And like, all I could think was, supposed to be in a taxi with a bottle of Jack Daniels on my way to Smell's house. And instead, I'm stood waiting to see a children's movie.
It's not a children's
movie. It is fucking children's movie. How is it not a children's movie?
It has universal appeal.
Universal appeal. Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Did you like it?
I thought it was alright.
You thought it was alright? Exactly. It's mediocre.
Well, it's got a lot to live up to, and it was never going to be.
It's the same fucking film as the first one.
Yeah, but I like that.
Did you notice at the beginning that, like, you know the prequels they made, the 3 shit films? You know they're all set in like that political planet. It's like a city world.
Yeah.
The first thing they do in the film is blow that up. Like, literally, the film starts and they go, let's nuke the fucking prequels. So they just destroy all the planets associated with the prequels. Eradicate.
It's a neat way of, yeah.
Yeah. So they don't even have to address it. They've all just been wiped out. All the planets that blew up, there's probably, what's he called? Jar Jar Binks' world. That's probably one of them. Fucking all the planets that associate the prequels, they ones that blew up at the beginning. But
No, I thought it was all right.
it's fucking bullshit.
Nah.
Do you know what I was
it's
really
not
disappointed
over.
at the end? As it got right to the end, I said to Glenn, and I was like, because she's on the way to see Luke,
Yeah.
and she's like going. So basically, she is Luke in the first one going to see Yoda.
Yeah.
And so I turned to Glenn. I was like, "Do you reckon Luke will be shrunken and green? Do you reckon that's how you become that? Like, if a Jedi goes and isolates himself into contemplation, he shrinks. That's like the origin of Yoda. I mean, ignoring the prequels, but the first time you meet Yoda, it's like on a planet, a little world. Maybe Yoda used to be some big fucking Jedi motherfucker, and then
He shrivels.
yeah, you just shrivel up, turn green when you're like, if you stop Jediing, like you commit to the Jedi way, and if you stop practicing, you shrivel up and turn green. But that was not what I'm thinking. But like Harrison Ford's death was extremely predictable. He went out onto the ramp, and I was turned to Glenn and went.
Anyone in a Star Wars film who steps out onto like one of those bridges that is the end of them.
Yeah.
You know it's coming.
It's not good.
I mean, once again, it begs the question: why would you build a structure like that without handrails to stop all your employees falling?
I think there is a handrail on that one, isn't there?
Was there?
Is there?
I don't think that. I don't think so.
I don't know. Carrie Fisher has like suddenly gotten well old.
Yeah, I knew that was coming, but it still not shocked
Because
me.
even
But
have you seen James Hart Bob Strike Back?
no.
She's a nun in that. She hits the hitchhiking and she's a nun in it, and she picks him up, and she just looks like a slightly older version of Princess Leia, but in the new film she just looks like an old woman, which is fine. But
How long ago is Jay and Silent Bob?
yeah, probably a lot longer than I'd like to think it is. I was trying to work out, like, with me and Bilo were talking about how old we are the other day. Like,
I tend to think of any film from the mid to late 90s onwards as being like recent.
I think of any album recorded in the 90s.
Yeah,
as new.
same. Well, it's like anything any film I remember coming out. If I remember it being released, I think of it as like a newish film.
I think probably 93 I consider as like... You're not really aware until you're about 8. Like,
Yeah.
I remember Jurassic Park coming out. That's probably like a turning point. That's 93.
I don't remember Jurassic Park coming out, but I remember...
How old are you, though?
I'm 27.
So 3 years later. So
See, I remember-
96.
I remember
Independence Day.
No, I
Was
remember
that your
Lost
Jurassic
World
Park?
coming out.
You are?
I remember the Lost World coming out and not being allowed to see it because...
What?
Well, I wasn't... It was one of those, I think... Well, I was here when it came out. I was visiting England when it came out, and I wasn't allowed to see it.
That must have been a parental choice.
Oh yeah, it wasn't. You know, if you're 8-year-old, you're not gonna.
That's all right. You can watch a Lost World when you're 8.
Yeah, but you're not gonna go off on your own to see it, are you?
No, that's not.
Especially if you live in Skelton and you can't get anywhere.
It's an interesting one of like when kids can see shit. Because I remember watching like films I shouldn't have watched well young, like Commander, Rambo 2. I didn't see Rambo for a billion years, but Rambo 2. Like my granny's friend who was like younger. She gave me like some videos, like a stack of VHS, and in amongst it was like Commander. So I watched Commander. But I remember going to the video rental shop and trying to get my dad to let me rent Aliens. And he was like, no. I was like, oh, come on! So I remember I must have been in year 6-ish. Because I remember all my mates were going on about Aliens. And they were like, it's fucking awesome. And I was like, I need to see this film. But like, I would let a young kid watch Aliens.
Aliens isn't that.
It's fine.
There's no real gore in it.
It's fine. There might be some foul language, but who gives a fuck? And there might be like, there's no nudity. And the only things that die... Oh, plus loads of people die. Because everyone dies. But fuck it, you're a kid. That's what you want. That's what you fucking want.
I remember seeing... I saw Terminator, the first Terminator, when I was a bit too young for it. I was about 8 or 9.
But you saw Terminator 2 first.
No, I saw Terminator 1 first.
But why do you think Terminator 2 is better?
Because it is.
It's not!
Because it is.
Fucking is not.
This is supposed to be Jorvik Underground, and we've spent more time talking about cinema.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we've drunk beer now. But It's important. I think
It is
the York
important.
Underground needs to create a doctrine.
Should we branch out?
No, the doctrine of the York Underground should primarily revolve around Terminator being better than Terminator 2.
No. No.
That's why you like death metal and not hardcore punk.
I don't dislike hardcore punk.
No, and I don't dislike Terminator 2. But Terminator is a superior movie. Terminator 2 is the same film, but with a kid and more money. Bigger and better, but not as good. Hi, right. You've raised a valid point. Where the fuck were we? I think we got as far as Cert. So we're at Cert. Yeah. Having gigs at Cert. So what year is that? Not year. Who gives a fuck about
Cert 8. No, Fortress did a load of gigs in the summer of 2009, which was when it was Speakeasy.
2009 Speakeasy?
Yes.
Ah.
And I think by 2010 it had become Stereo.
Really?
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
I think so, because I think I had a year abroad from 2010 to September 2010, September 2011, and we.
Oh, I remember blocking you when you left to go to Japan after Fortress. I was like, you better do something better when you get back. I'm sure I remember going up to you after a gig, and you were like, it's in hand, because you must have had Deathmace.
I had Deathmace written, Deathmace songs written from 2009 onwards. Like I wrote the first Deathmace song in January 2009.
January 2008?
2009.
2009.
January 2009 wrote Beyond Dead.
You wrote Beyond Dead when the Vex formed.
I must have, yeah.
Yeah, fucking hell. Destiny. We need to do a split.
Yeah, we keep saying.
No, I know, but we neither of us have released anything we're actually proud of ourselves.
Yeah.
That's the problem with trying to promote our bands. There's nothing to promote it with.
Well, we'll do a split.
Yeah, we will.
We keep saying we'll do a split, but we'll do a split.
Should do a 7-inch. Do fucking.
How much does it cost to get 107 inches pressed?
100
or 50?
It's like the power of diminishing returns.
Well, are you talking thousands of?
No, the money.
No,
pounds.
No, copies.
I don't know. Thing is, it's like it costs. I don't know. It costs like 400 or 500 to get you. Cause you get lacquer pressing or you get direct metal master, and either way, you have to pay to get like the initial. I don't know exactly how it works, but to get the initial, like prototype maker, to get whatever thing makes the fucking 7 inches. Like imagine it's a mold. It's not a mold, but say it's a mold.
Yeah.
For fucking the purposes of talking shit. Fucking, you've got to get like the initial thing that makes it made, and that's the expensive thing. So every copy after that is cheaper and cheaper and cheaper. So like 300 sort of minimum to get made because if we got like 100 made, there used to be tax exemptions. Like in the 70s, it was in like late 70s, early 80s, there was a tax exemption if you only got 100 7-inches made. I don't understand why, but basically a lot of punk 7-inches are worth a fortune because there are only ever 100 made, because there was a loophole in the tax system where you get 100 made without getting bummed. So they get like 100 made, and then they'd get rid of them all, and then that'd be it. And then like years later, people would be archiving and be like, ooh, there's only 100. But they only got 100 made because they could afford to do it. But nowadays, it's like, you've got to get at least 300, so it's not like obscenely expensive to like do it. But we'd have to get 300.
So if you got 300 made, each individual copy would be cheaper to buy than.
Yeah, well, I was thinking, like with the Vex, like 7-inch, I was wondering if just they fuck it and get like 1,000 or 2,000 made, and like I mean it'd be fucking expensive, but individual copies would be fuck all. So then, you know, because if you went to a festival and you had a 7-inch and you got chatting with some people and went, this 7-inch is £2 or €2 or wherever the fuck you are, then you know they might say fuck it, you know, it's £2. Give you the £2, get the ridiculous, get a 7-inch of the random people we met. Whereas you get like however many, like the least made, and it's like you're trying to sell it for £4. Do you know what I mean? It's just And even if you've got like cheaper, if you've got like lots, you can just like harass people. Like, buy this shit, buy this shit, buy this shit, and then like fuck off and like, oh fucking have it, then you come. But like the objective for me in like life goals or band goals is to have my shit in some diehards record collection.
Yeah.
If you get like fucking 50 or 100 diehards, you get it all safely tucked away. It's there. It's catalogued at some point. As long as it's good. So like, to get anywhere in like whatever way, like, you know, musical genres we're into, all you have to do is be good. Like, if you're good, that's all that matters. If you release a good metal set, like you release good metal music, metalheads will find it eventually. It's like M.P.D.S. That's a good example. I mean, M.P.D.S have always been awesome, but they've got its legendary status. But they were first, and all the other bullshit aside with M.P.D.S, it's the fact that like they are just good, so they'll always be there because they're good. Same with like I know you're not a massive fan of Manila Road, but Manila Road, it's like they're still there because it's fucking cool. It's good. But like at the time, they were probably there going, oh. That's why I was like, fucking like, I was like, don't upset the Dawsons, but like, it really annoys me. It's like, just fucking record the cool shit, get it on a record, and get it fucking there, and then it'll all be fine. Don't fucking record it, like, don't do an awesome recording of Blade Runner, and then fucking hide the awesome version because you've had a sudden bout of doubt, and now you're like, we need to record it again slightly differently, and like that whole experience they had doing that should have been all new shit. Like it should have been, but No Way Out, that should have been on vinyl, man.
No, I think, to be fair, I think it says a lot that I think of Pantheon's current set list, the best songs are the songs they've written since they like rebooted or whatever, and the weaker songs are where they've rehashed the old.
Yeah, but
so
like, yeah, you can't take the old hits and rewrite them.
No.
What the fuck are you doing? No, don't the hit. It's like Street Punks. I'm not particularly proud of Street Punks, but like, it's the fucking hit.
Yeah.
Until I write, that should be the motivation to write something way better, so people are shouting for like.
Mind you, surely the dream is you to play a gig and you think you've finished, and someone's shouting for you to play some shit song you wrote years ago. Yeah, maybe. It's the way forward, isn't it?
And plus, the advantage of Street Punks in that scenario is it sounds better when we can't play it properly. Like, we haven't practiced it for a million years; it just comes out right.
Didn't you You played it at Northern Chaos.
Did we?
Yeah, I think.
Probably.
I think we stood and harassed you, so you played Street Punks. Like, I remember Jim. I think it was Jim said that he wouldn't play Street Punks because Aaron wasn't there, but you played it anyway.
Yeah, but Aaron's not at anything. I think we've sorted out differences, by the way. Like, he fell out with me for no apparent reason.
Okay.
He said he thought I hated him.
Oh.
I don't think I ever hated Aaron.
I thought you hated everyone, so.
No, I don't hate anyone. Well, I hate some people. I don't hate Aaron. No one hates Aaron.
No.
I just wish you.
I don't know why.
You can't think someone hates you because you want them to come to the hangout. I thought you hated me. Why? Because I wanted you to come and hang out with me. I don't think so.
No, it's a bit.
Shut up. Stop disappearing after you've drummed for Ballhammer and come hang out. But we had that problem with Puddings. Like, when we recorded Puddings, like, he didn't practice, so it was a right faff getting him recording his bass. So we got that done, and then he was like, right, I'm going to go hang out. He went fucked off to the pub. Like, rather than do, like, his backing vocals. I'm like, we're here in my house recording this shit, and, like, there's beer everywhere. Because, like, Craig and Glenn turned up with a crate each, and, like, proceeded
each?
Well, yeah, and proceeded to fill my entire house with empty tinnies. Fucking... You can always tell that, like, Glenn, the Puddings have been around my house because there's just fucking tinnies everywhere. Tinnies everywhere. Alright, what are we on about? Death Mace. Let's talk about Death Mace.
Okay. What do you want to know about Death Mace?
Well, see, so 2009, January,
January 2009.
Do you ever like feel slightly annoyed with the whole 2009 thing in January that if you just done it a month earlier, you could claim that extra year?
I do wish that. However, as time passes, you accumulate years anyway. So I can announce on stage that F.o.a.d is 7 years old.
Yeah. Oh shit! Yeah.
And that makes Deathmate. The thing is, you say F.o.a.d is 7 years old, and you don't have to mention the fact that the current incarnation of Deathmate only exists since 2011, or it depends how you do it.
That's not a current incarnation.
Deathmate Mark 1 is 2011, if you consider.
No, Deathmate Mark 1 is you.
Alright, whatever. So Deathmate Mark 1 is me in my bedroom with a click track. Deathmate Mark 2 is me, Dickie, and Bamba.
Is Dickie the first real drum?
First proper drummer.
Really? No.
Well, I think my brother played drums. Yeah, my brother played drums on a demo as like a favour in 2010. He was never like
into it. He messaged me the other day, going, I've got some ideas for like, 'cause you know where I was forever on about starting a band.
Yeah.
But he's such a difficult cunt to be in a band with because nothing's ever good enough. Not that everything's not good enough. He wants it to be really good. And it's like, you've got to accept my limitations. And part of my limitations are not understanding any of this musical bullshit.
Yeah.
And when I say musical bullshit, I mean fucking, like, if you want to sing in some vocal... I just write riffs that sound cool.
Well, yeah, I think you probably write music the way I do, where it sounds good.
Yeah.
It either sounds good or it doesn't.
Not like...
I couldn't tell you what key any of my songs are in.
Because he wants to sing it like that. But he wanted to do some like primitive death metal fucking with heavy metal singing. And I was like...
That's weird.
No, I thought, because I said to him before, I wanted to do like Eliminator vocalist, well, because he is Eliminator, but like with like Death Strike. That'd be cool. I remember putting on Nuclear on our forums about like, does any of this exist? Like heavy metal vocals with Death Strike. And someone just put, it was all like Eliminator style. Well, no, I didn't put Eliminator. I put like heavy metal vocals with like Death Strike-esque death metal sort of thing. And all I got back was abuse, because Nuclear on our forums is a horrible place. Like, everyone was just like, I hope not. And all this fucking shit.
It's weird that you mention it, because I remember years ago, me and him talking about doing something that was musically death metal, but vocally... Yeah. And we did talk about it. We never did anything. It was just like, it was one of those pub ideas. You have like... Yeah. You think... You know, you have a few and you're like, oh, we should do whatever, you know.
You should have done it while you were working out Death Mace.
I'm not sure if it was...
You should have hammered it all together.
It wasn't pre-Death Mace. It's post. It was post-Death Mace.
But he fucking sent me that the other day going about that again. And I was like, oh, fucking... But he said text me going about something like Rough and Ready. I can't remember what he said exactly.
Rough and Ready death metal.
Yeah, well, he just wanted to be like, you know, short and to the point. Yeah. And I was like, well, that's what I'm fucking all about. But, like, I was just like, I sent him, have you listened to Misfits?
Yeah.
I sent him Angel Fuck. It's like, ooh, Angel Fuck, I'm going down to the mighty fun. And I sent him that, and he was fucking digging it. So, like, hopefully... Well, I said to him, we got chatting, I was going to have, like, Tack and Chaotix. So, like, Chaotix is Tack's backing band.
Yeah.
They do, like, Ramonesy Misfits shit. Which would be cool as fuck. But I said to him, no more than 2 minutes. Verse, chorus, verse, double chorus, end. So, that'd be fucking cool as fuck. But, like, I was thinking it'd be quite funny. Because, like, obviously Chaotix is a retarded name anyway. So, I was thinking, like, if you have it A, Tack, and Chaotix. So it's like Attack and Chaotix.
Yeah.
Baylor laughed in an appropriately.
No, that works, I guess.
But I just think, yeah. Eliminator Street Punk.
Eliminator Street Punk, yeah. It'll be better than whatever Eliminator are doing now.
Yeah.
Eliminator have gone through 2 singers since.
Have they?
No, maybe they might be on their 3rd since
my
brother left, and they haven't recorded anything.
I thought they had.
I thought
they got 7 inches or something.
7 Inch has him on vocals, my brother.
I'm sure they've done something else. I'm sure they've done something else.
I don't think so.
They were shit at Live Evil. I was
they were
so angry with Tack for leaving Eliminator without me seeing him. And he said it saved me the fucking record, which he never did. Not bad.
Is he hearing this?
I hope so, you can.
No, I saw Eliminator with the singer was a guy who he played guitar in Skyclad.
Oh, I've never seen Skyclad.
I've seen him once, but anyway, it was the guitarist out of Skyclad on vocals with Eliminator, and he's not exactly, you know, he's not a bad singer. He's just not very interesting. He can't hit any of the high notes. Put it that way.
I just fucking love Eliminator Attack, like the CD. Like genuinely, it's really good.
It is a good album. I've got the. Am I right in thinking the record has extra songs on it, doesn't it? The record's more like a full album. It's like
CDs,
7 songs on the record.
The CD's in the flat, and I can't be asked to try and find the LP. But yeah, but fucking.
If they somewhere down the line, if they eventually did a reissue, they could have the 7 songs off the vinyl, off the 12-inch, and the 2 songs off the 7-inch, and you'd have an actual.
Yeah, it sounds like a remastered, reissued reunion.
Yeah, but it's a bit like Morbid Tales' Emperor's Return thing, where you combine 2 EPs and it's an album, isn't it?
Yeah. I was thinking about the Vex doing something like that. Like, because I want to do this fucking 7-inch, so I have 4 tracks on that, and if I do a load of splits, it might pull together to be like the early years sort of thing.
Yeah.
But I'm like, it's just the eternal stress of recording nowadays. Like, cause back in the day, you go to a studio and the sound engineer doesn't give a fuck, and all he does is record it onto beautiful analog tape, everything, and then set the levels, and you got the perfect punk or metal recording.
Yeah.
But then, like, now you go and the guy doesn't give a fuck, and he compresses everything and just digital fucking bullshit everything, and the kick drum sounds like a typewriter, and no, fuck off. This was a conversation about Death Mace.
It was.
How far did we get? That you started in 2009.
I can't remember now.
Right, so Death Mace started in 2009.
2009 is officially.
2011, you got Dickie drumming.
2011, I come back from Japan.
That's Glenn.
I get Glenn, Dickie, and Bamba.
Then you boot Glenn out because it doesn't fit.
It wasn't a good fit. But we got so there was 3 of us until 2012.
It's just shit. I really wish I had the chance to record something of that then.
Well, the old Death.
Yeah, like a Dickie recording on my fucking old 8-track would have been sick.
It was when me, Dickie, and Bamba played. It was always good. It was tight. Like
You never recorded.
We never recorded. We sort of recorded. By which
Did you
I
do
mean,
White Rooms? No, Mellow and Shout, sorry.
What did we do? We did a You were there. We recorded the drums with you.
Oh, that doesn't count. That was dive. That's nothing to do with me. I was just there to suffer. No, because that was just Dickie taking my recordings and trying to make them sound like programmed drums. Like, if I had recorded that and then we just kept going, that would have been mint. But instead, it's really nice talking to Dickie about it, because, like, he fucking bombs that shit. Like, he thinks it's really good, and everyone else thinks it's shit. Like, both Jim and B, like, I use that as, like, when I'm trying to make a point about, like, modern recordings. Like, do you want it to sound like that? I'm like, no. But I don't know, the thing with Dickie is, like, I don't even consider Dickie a metalhead. I mean, he was a new metaler, and he does like some metal. Like, he likes Grand Magus, and he likes Phobia, and a couple of other bands that we agree on. But he's like a gentleman. And I always think of, like, Meshuggah and shit. It's like, it's not metal. I mean, it is, but only in the sense of, like, Deep Purple and early Black Sabbath is hard rock. But it's still tied in with metal. It's like, you've got to draw a line somewhere.
Yeah.
I'd just prefer to cross it off, and it's like it's got its own path. Like it's not metal. It's heavily metal influenced, but it's like they're forging their own shit. And all the bands that they've influenced are fucking awful.
I guess though it's one of those where it's kind of, I mean, the term metal is so kind of, it encompasses so much anyway. Like you could use it to describe virtually anything.
It doesn't mean anything. It's like when we used to practice at fucking. You had the fucking misfortune, but the guy who lived in Acomb, yeah, I think it was Acomb or Foxwood. The guy who lived far away. The guy who had start again. Some guy basically had a garage and he had like a drum kit and he charged us money to practice in it. Which is fine, so like they had the practice there. But he was a fucking Nazi, and I was like, this isn't cool.
Well, an actual Nazi.
Yeah, because when we first started doing Vex, I said to Bilo, we should do a song called Nazi Nige, and it was gonna, it was gonna go Nazi Nige, Nazi Nige, Nazi Nige, you nasty, and like smell like well against it until he realised that it went you nasty, and he was like, I want to do that bit. But yeah, he was a fucking tool. It was really weird, and he wanted to like own all the shit he did. Like he wanted to like own your shit.
Oh,
He was a weird guy. He was a weird guy. He was a very weird guy. His son, I see around kicking around. He was the last time we went to the last time you and me collectively went to the Spread Eagle jam night. He played with a band. But his son did. Like drumming. So presumably he learned to drum having his Nazi father's practice space.
yeah.
Like my dad's a Nazi, but he's got a drum kit, so it's not all bad.
Well, it's one of those. If you're looking for a drummer for your band, it's like, well,
see, that would be a tough
he's
one.
a Nazi, but he's a drummer. What do you do?
And then obviously the further question would be how good of a drummer is he?
All right, if Andy Hayes was a Nazi, if Andy Hayes was a Nazi and he said he wanted to join,
yeah, but you're fucking death is like fucking bestial death metal bullshit. So like having a Nazi drummer would be a benefit to your career. If Andy Hayes was there with like a Hitler fucking sideswipe and a Hitler tash, and you had it in band photos, Nuclear Now people would be like, "Oh, it's cool."
No, I reckon Andy Hayes would need to be a skinhead drummer.
Yeah, he'd be really confused as well because he'd be there going, I really like being white and I'm really racist, but God, those jazz drum beats are just divine. maybe that'd be the cause of his racism because he'd be there going, I don't really want to be racist, but it makes me so angry knowing that I'll never be a true jazz master. Those jazz people have just got an edge on me.
I'm trying to think which of the Death Mace members would look best with a skinhead.
None of you. You probably.
Oh, I wasn't.
Maybe Danny.
I wasn't including
Danny's got really
myself.
fair hair, so you can sort of imagine his hair falling out. I don't even know why I said that, but like fair hair, he's sort of thin. Danny's got that whole unhealthy vibe going on.
I'm not going to go bald anyway. I'm going to have. I'm going to have hair down to my waist that's just white.
Are you not going? Have you just decided not?
And I'm going to live in a mountain somewhere in a cave.
Have you already decided? How many? Are you? It's like because your dad isn't bald.
Oh no, I was just.
Is your dad bald?
I was being racist.
Oh
no, my dad's not bald now.
Is it? Do Japanese people go bald?
Yeah, I guess they do. Some of them.
Have you seen a bald Japanese man?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it's not like genetic. We're getting into like racial profiles.
It's a little bit. It's a bit weird.
It is a bit weird, but like if you told me that like right now that Japanese people didn't go bald, I would believe you. I'd just go, all right, cool. That's lucky.
No, I was being because you always see like old wise Asian martial arts people in films with long white hair. Like that was the angle I was going for. But
yeah, I worry about going bald. I always look at my hairline and I look in the mirror going, is that any further back than it ever was? And I leave going, I don't know.
I'm sure you've told me before though that your mohawk, the mohawk portion of your head isn't.
No, because I only shave one side of my head on any sort of regular basis. Like this side gets shaved every fucking week. Well, apart from this week. Fuck off. But yeah, so I bit this side every week. And like I swear that side's sort of giving up. But like, I've got mates. Like my mate Costas has a mohawk, and he's like in his mid to late 40s, and his hair's like receding into a mohawk. It's like the sides of his hair are just giving up. It's like, well, if you're not going to fucking use me, what's the point? But it's not like he's going bald in the middle. It's just like the sides dropping off. And I swear that's happening to me on the side that I shave.
That's the beauty of it, then. So.
But when I had Liberty spikes, I do remember it being a right cunt trying to get into these bit. It's like, I think I just have a weird shaped foreline? What, hairline? Forehead hairline? Forehead hairline. I really need a piss.
You can pause it if you like.
Well, I don't know if I've got pause.
We'll be back after these messages.